What if the greatest war of the 21st century isn't fought with soldiers or tanks, but with algorithms and code? Right now, two of the most powerful companies on Earth, OpenAI and Google, are locked in a silent high-stakes battle. A battle not for land or oil, but for the future of intelligence itself. This is not just about chatbots or search engines. This is about who will control the most powerful technology humanity has ever built: artificial intelligence. Today, we dive deep into the story of the AI war, OpenAI versus Google, a war that could decide how we work, how we live, and even how we think. To understand this war, we need to go back. Artificial intelligence is not new. Researchers have been dreaming about machines that can think since 1950s, but for decades, progress was slow. Computers could beat humans at chess, but they couldn't hold a simple conversation. That all changed in the 2010s when something called deep learning began to rise. Suddenly, computers could recognize faces, translate languages, and even create art. The dream of building a real thinking machine didn't feel so far away anymore. And two giants stood at the center of this revolution: Google, with its vast empire of data and engineers, and a small startup founded in San Francisco in 2015 called OpenAI. Google was always ahead in AI. In 2014, it acquired a London startup called DeepMind. This company created the first AI to beat the world champion in the ancient game of Go, something once thought impossible. Google also pioneered the transformer model in 2017. That piece of research became the foundation for modern AI chatbots. In fact, without Google's invention, ChatGPT might not even exist. But here is the twist. Google, despite its power, moved slowly. It had the best AI research in the world, but it feared releasing products too soon. Why? Because Google's main business is search ads, and a super smart chatbot could threaten that. So while Google hesitated, someone else took the risk. OpenAI began as a non-profit research lab. Its mission was simple but ambitious: to make sure artificial intelligence benefits everyone, not just big corporations. The founders included some of Silicon Valley's biggest names: Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and others. They promised to keep AI safe and open to the world. That is why they called themselves OpenAI. For years, they worked quietly, but in 2022, everything changed. They released ChatGPT. Within 5 days, ChatGPT gained over 1 million users. People everywhere were shocked. Here was a chatbot that could write essays, code softwares, tell jokes, and even pass exams. It wasn't perfect, but it felt alive. Overnight, OpenAI went from a small lab to a household name. And suddenly, Google's empire felt threatened. The launch of ChatGPT was like a nuclear blast in Silicon Valley. Google declared a code red. Why? Because for the first time in decades, people were not going to Google to ask questions. They were going to ChatGPT. If this trend continues, Google's trillion-dollar search business could crumble. In response, Google rushed to unveil its own chatbot, Bard. But Bard's launch was shaky. In one demo, it gave a wrong answer, and Google's stock price fell by billions in a single day. Meanwhile, OpenAI wasn't slowing down. Backed by Microsoft's $10 billion investment, it integrated ChatGPT directly into Bing search. Suddenly, Microsoft, a company long seen as behind in search, was challenging Google's dominance. The AI war was now out in the open. The war is not just about technology, it's about strategy. OpenAI's approach is speed. Release products fast, get them into the hands of millions and improve them in public. ChatGPT, GPT-4, AI image tools like DALL-E, all rolled out in quick succession. OpenAI thrives on excitement and momentum. Google's approach is caution. It holds back, tests quietly, and tries to avoid mistakes. With tools like Gemini AI and its powerful research at DeepMind, Google believes slow and steady will ultimately win the race. But there's more. This war isn't just about who has the best chatbot. It's about who controls the platform. Will the future of search, education, healthcare, and even entertainment run on OpenAI tools or Google's? Both companies know the winner could shape how billions of humans interact with information. Why does this war matter so much? Because AI is not just another app. It's not like the rise of social media or smartphones. This is something deeper. Artificial intelligence has the power to replace jobs, to write laws, to design medicine, to create art, to shape culture, and maybe one day to outthink humans entirely. That is why governments are watching closely. Regulators in the US, Europe, and China are already drafting laws to control AI. Everyone knows whoever controls this technology will hold enormous power. And right now, the two leading contenders are OpenAI and Google. So, who is winning? The truth is, it's too early to say. OpenAI has captured the public imagination. ChatGPT is a global phenomenon, and its partnership with Microsoft gives it money, infrastructure, and reach. But Google has deep resources, world-class talents, and decades of data. Its Gemini AI models are advancing quickly, and it still controls the world's largest information network. Some believe the future won't belong to just one company. Instead, AI might become a shared technology spread across many platforms. Others fear that one giant could dominate, shaping how humanity thinks and learns. The AI war is not fought on battlefields. It is fought in research labs, boardrooms, and lines of code. But its consequences may be just as great as any war in history. When you open ChatGPT or search on Google, you are witnessing history in real time. You are part of a struggle over how intelligence itself will be controlled in the future. Will it be OpenAI, the bold upstart pushing boundaries, or Google, the cautious giants guarding its empire? No one knows for sure, but one thing is certain: the AI war has only just begun. Technology changes, but human nature doesn't. And that is what makes this story so powerful. Stay curious, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.